to the London 2012 Aquatic Centre, a state-of-the-art building made specifically for this Games. In 1988, the athlete from America fell unconscious into the pool after hitting his head on the diving board. It was only in the qualifying rounds, but he recovered to take gold. Well, this is quite risky, one of the tougher dives in the competition. Not brilliant from this athlete, but at least he's on the board. Here's the replay. Well, here are the results then coming in now. A steady start for the athlete, but it's not scratched the surface with regards to their potential. What kind of dive will he select here? How brave is he feeling at this point? It's a really good dive, that, and quite rightly happy with it. Let's take a check on the replay. Technically, that had everything that you would hope to see from that dive, and I'm sure the judges will be more than happy to reflect that in their scores. Here's the scoreboard after 2 dives in qualifying. Well, preparing for dive number 3 is now the chance to take more of a risk. Remember, increased difficulty means more points. Great elevation off the board. Can he complete it? Well, not bad. There's a big splash. Let's see how the judges rated it. Let's take another look at the scoreboard then after the latest round in the men's diving. 4th dive. Must select a good one here. Certainly not the most memorable dive you're ever going to see by any stretch of the imagination. Let's have a look how the judges rated it. Well, the 5th dive, and so many options here as to how hard the next dive will be. Good difficulty, but in the end, just not quite what this athlete wanted. Well, here's the replay. Here are the scores. Well, into the final round then, and this is it. Well, this is an ambitious, bold and brave choice. Can this athlete do it? A shake of the head in frustration, and that dive just reeked of mediocrity. Nowhere near this diver's best. Just enough for qualifying. Welcome along to the Royal Artillery Barracks. The next round is the qualification stages of the women's skeet shooting. Paul! First up, station number 1. Cleared that one and earns a round of applause. Next up, it's the double. High house first. A brace. Well, racking up the birds like they're going out of fashion.
Yeah, from Russia.
Pull.
Takes a chunk of that one. This is station 2 looking for a double to finish the round. Well, that's a good round, and there's no doubt now that this competitor can have the confidence that they can keep up with the leaders here.
Pull.
Great shot. What can she do on this double? Gets the pair. Brilliant, simply brilliant, terrific shooting here.
Next, yeah, from Russia.
Pull.
Well, the target moving away there, and that's a miss. Station number 4, midway through here. Only needs to catch a small piece of the target. We're looking for the double on station 4. Good for 2. Looking for the double on station 4. That's the double. Really good technical performance, that.
5 hits.
Well, that's the end of the round, and the scoreboard shows just a very slender lead.
Pull.
Good stuff. Looking for the double, lower house first. This is station 5. Well, taking the birds out like they're going out of fashion.
Next.
Racking up the birds with every single station. Heavy scoring. Picked off the low house well. Now for the double, lower house first. Well, no mistakes here. Well, that's the end of the round, and comfortably in the lead here. It really has been an impressive performance. Two more to the tally. That was good, perfect stuff.
2 hits.
Well, let's take a check on the scoreboard, and there's good news, lying in first place.
Pull.
Well, I think the pressure's telling here. This is the last station. Picked off the low house well. The fans like that. 8 stations cleared then. Welcome back to the Aquatic Centre. This state-of-the-art venue really has been one of the jewels in the London 2012 crown. Well, this is brave. This is a really brave dive. Certainly not the worst dive you're ever going to see, but not the best either. Just a little bit raggy, if I'm honest. Here's the replay. This one of the more simple dives, and this athlete really had to execute on this. Well, this is a gamble, calculated. This is going to be really tough. He'll be happy with that. Here's the replay. Well, there's no doubts that that was a good dive, not quite in the excellent category at this point, but should score well here. Scoreboard looks good so far, very much in touch with the leaders. The question, though, is can this diver go on to that next level? Well, mediocre. Mediocre from the Russian diver. Well, let's see how the judges rated that. Has to have a good dive. Has to look at the rating of difficulty. Well, that was all right. Not bad at all. Here's the replay of that. Well, what about the judges? What's their view on all of this? So many options to go for. Well, that's an all right performance. I think the athlete knows they can do better than that, but not bad in the end. Well, I'll be interested to see how the judges score this one, because I think they really could take one of 2 routes with it. I think he likes that. Well, let's have a look at the replay. Well, how do the judges rate this performance? Well, that's only middle of the road, I'm afraid. And because of the low level of difficulty, although he acknowledges the crowd, that won't be enough to get a medal. Welcome to the Royal Artillery Barracks. The next event is a good one. Great conditions as well to be shooting in. It's the women's skeet.
Pull!
Grazing that one. Just enough to take another target. This is a double from station 1. High house first. Gets the first, gets the second. Terrific performance with that first round.
Pull!
Thunders the first one. This is the double on station number 2. High house first. Beautiful shooting. This athlete could make history here. Great stuff so far. Let's take a check on the scoreboard. First place, a stunning start to this competition, really laying down the benchmark for everyone else to follow. Missed by some distance there. Let's have a look on the double. Two for two. Beautiful execution on that final shot.
Next up, competitor representing Russia.
Pull!
Hits the upper house. Here we are, station 4. Collects that one right out of the lower house. This is the double. Fantastic! Up next, the double. Gets the first, gets the second. That performance acknowledged by the crowd. It was magnificent.
Next up, competitor representing Russia.
Pull!
Well, I think that was closer to the financial district than it was the target. Now for the double.
Pull!
Well, that was very, very average performance.
Next, from Russia.
Pull!
Orange dust, and that one's a hit. This is the double.
Pull!
Low house first. Locked in here. Totally locked in on the targets.
3 hits.
That's the end of the round, and it's very, very tight at the top.
Representing Russia.
Hardly anything separates these athletes here. This really is a good competition. That's 2. Well, that's brilliant. Good execution.
Next.
Well, here's the scoreboard at the end of that round, and it shows first place. Well, that hit the high house. Final station must be perfect here. Can she get 2 out of 2? Good hit. Heavy scoring today, plenty of targets hit. This athlete showed all the desire and all the dedication required to take home a gold medal for Russia. An electric atmosphere as we await another medal ceremony. It was a terrific event, and all 3 of those ladies should be proud of their efforts. Let's pause for a moment then for the national anthem. Well, let's have a look at what that does to the medal table.